Hi, my name is Stuart. I moved to Margate 8 weeks before the pandemic hit. I had to shield, unfortunately, for almost 5 months. I used to work in the arts, I lost everything, and in the time of the pandemic I managed to open my own bakery, and now I am the proud owner of Milk and Cookie in Margate, a cookie and milk bar that is being very successful for the first 4 months. So before I spoke to Rachel at the National Career Service, I was doing nothing, I was shielding. I was working in the arts, that's what my job was before the pandemic hit, but literally I lost all my work overnight, practically in, what was the day, the 15th, and then by the 16th everything had just gone. It was quite a large amount of money that I lost per month. So I was at home, and then because I was classed as clinically extremely vulnerable, I was asked to shield, which ended up being 5 months. I seemed I was doing nothing, except for practicing my baking. Rachel, I went to speak to her because I wanted to know if I've got the skill set that I had from the arts world, because I worked on the creative side as a director, so I know I had leadership and logistics skills, what could be used as transferable for other jobs. But I had mentioned to her that I'd taken this 1-week online course called the Pop-Up Business School, which teaches you how to bootstrap your business, and was thinking about opening some sort of bakery or a cookie shop of some sort. And she just thought that was the best idea. And I thought she was mad, because we were still quite early on in the pandemic, and to open a business during the pandemic when so many businesses were losing business and closing and not surviving. I thought it was crazy, but she said it was the best thing to do, to use the opportunity of any schemes, grants or funding that there was to get me going, to be ready when we started to reopen. What I came to was that it was something that I wanted to start. I needed to just trial it to make sure it worked properly. So we did an online at-home service, and then during that time I discovered the NEA, the New Enterprise Allowance, which was available to people on employment support or that was on universal credit like me, and we went from there to about building a business, because I knew that if this worked online, could I take it to a retail shop level. The process with the New Enterprise Allowance went really, really well. I got deemed a viable business. It worked financially, which then meant I could apply for a loan through the British Business Bank, which is part of the government, and then I could raise the money. I needed the startup money for the shop. Luckily I had a few very helpful friends, and then I decided not to go for a full loan, and I decided to try a GoFundMe crowdfunder role. We put the unit in, then we opened at the end of May. I've now employed 2 members of staff, and I'm about to take on a Kickstart employee, which will be help me with an extra pair of hands, but also I understand what it's like being a bit of an underdog and not being given an opportunity, so it feels really great to be doing that. We're doing really well. We're just about to, for the autumn winter, get onto a delivery service through food apps, and we will reintroduce, hopefully by the end of the year, our postal delivery service to the rest of the UK. We're excited going into next year, because we're going to be taking a mobile pop-up around the UK to tell the rest of the country about us, which is really crazy, which hopefully may then give us an insight, is it worth us expanding into some sort of second, third unit to a possible chain, or even, dare I say it, a franchise 5-8 years down the line. My experience with the National Career Service was like the catalyst to all of this, really, because I was a bit lost, because I hadn't been furloughed and I got no self-employment help. I felt a bit rejected. Just the way that she spoke to me and the information that she gave me was just incredible, and also the willingness for me to go, can I speak to you, can I just get some advice? I've never done anything like that before. So just the openness to go, yeah, we'll hear you out, we'll support you, doesn't matter how madcap your ideas are, you know, we're here for you. So that felt really, really great, actually.